Hi guys, putting here with a game for you in Terror 7 Fiji, driven by AlexCT. Now, as you can see, he is mid-tier. Yes, he is mid-tier. Jesus. I'm having a brain fart. Sorry, guys. I've been doing a bunch of recordings because I'm recording this the day before the patch, so we have plenty of videos for you guys in case things happen. You know, want to make sure we get the community stuff recorded and out there. Now, with that being said, and my brain fart hopefully surpassing, if you guys have your captain skills in your modules, please feel free to take pictures of those and send us in, because I think those are important aspects of why you play a ship a certain way, even though there may be a standard. Like if you're doing a secondary build, you know, there is a little bit of a difference, IFHE or not, but for the most part they are the same. Now, with that being said, the one small critique I will make at this point is I do not believe you are planning to just sit behind this island. Now, if you guys did not know, on his little compass there, you can see his half. That's his strong side AA. Now, with the recent changes to AA does not shoot through mountains anymore. So, your strong side AA is looking into an island. And if you plan on sitting next to an island and you're not sure it's going to, you know, fire or not, have it on the opposite side of the island. Because if the island's blocking the planes, they're going to come over, be in it for a very short period of time, and then be on the strong side AA. But unlike me, Alex is going to make sure strong side AA is always facing planes and not get punished for it, I would say. I mean, he plays it well. Plays it well. Playing it well is an understatement, to say the least. Now, he wisely hits his hydro in case that nasty DD that sailed. No, he's not out of the smoke. Maybe he is, but you know, in case that destroyer decided to send torpedoes. Oh look, torpedoes. Now, of course, why did he pop his hydro? And I can only assume because the DD wasn't shooting at him. It's Gade. The Gade kind of has decent ass guns, maybe be slow on the turn, but still was a very long time for the destroyer not to be shooting him. Now, this is a very risky move. They know where you are, so they know you smoked up. So anybody using the little circle on the dot may have, they're going to have a higher chance to hit you because you were spotted when you went dark in the smoke. Now, it was a very, very risky situation. I mean, it was a very intense situation. The plane was spotting you. These two guys are here. You needed something to break line of sight, and the Fiji just pooped out smoke to break line of sight. Now, I'm not 100% sure why you did not shoot at the other Fiji, other than it was going to be a little bit difficult over the island, and the Fiji wasn't really broadside, so you might as well just keep punishing or farming the Nagato. Now, unfortunately, the DDs were rude enough and did not let you solo cap. And I want you guys to pay very, very close attention to what he's doing here. He is not shooting. Now, at the time, I'm like, yeah, you maybe should have sent one salvo before the guy got within range. But he's not shooting, because the minute he shoots, he's going to be spotted. So he is delaying as long as possible to shoot, to give his torpedoes, well, to give all of these torpedoes and the plane's time to kill the torpedoes. This is a very ballsy in the fact that you're not shooting, but it's very intelligent and good gameplay. Now, he got spotted for a second, but because he did not shoot, his plume is not there. Which means the Nagato is not spotting him. If he would have shot, this Nagato would have been shotting him. The Fiji that smoked up would be getting free damage until your hydro comes back. Now, the only thing you got to worry about is when did the Fiji pop his hydro? Did he pop his hydro? And are you within hydro range? Well, one of those questions have been answered. You are clearly within hydro range, and he popped it extremely early, and it is now down. His plane spotted. Now he's just spotted, and if you did not know, guys, if you pay attention to that detection, it will tell you hydro or radar. The symbol he was first spotted under was hydro. The second symbol was he's plane spotted. Just the explanation point is you are surface detected. It means there is a ship looking at you. And if you can't see what's seeing you, it must be a DD. Now, I'm not sure what the Graf Zepp is doing with his torpedoes, but it looks like he's forcing you away from his ally cruiser. Unfortunately, you have a York, a Fubuki, and Z, and it looks like at least 2 out of those 4 are willing to shoot this poor Fiji. The other thing is the Lexington is also dropping on him. But if we can look at what Alex here is doing, or Mr. Alex, I'm sorry, is, you know, he's doing a good job of somehow keeping his strong side AA on where the enemy planes are. Now, if you do not know how to put on your strong side AA, I do believe the fault is the, what do they call it? Delta key? The key that is the left of the 1 button. You hold it down and you can pick what side of the ship you would like. Now, it looks like the Furious is coming in for an torp run, so that's... that a tier 6? Yeah, that's a tier 6. That's a lower tier carrier, so you know what? You should be fine, especially considering there's a Colorado and a York there. You don't have to rave about the York's AA, but guess what, guys? It's multiple AA shooting at planes. This is where strength in numbers is a huge bonus going, especially in these games, is dealing with carriers. And like I said, this is an amazing job, at least to me. I'm a scrub when it comes to playing cruisers, but this is a really good job of situational awareness and keeping a strong side AA to the planes. Now he sees the nasty tier 8 DD and he's like, I got this, guys, don't worry about it. This guy's chump change to me. Now, of course, he's not the only one shooting at him, but it looks like he's the only one that was able to actually get the final connecting shots on him. And really, he just finished somebody else's job. And you know what? So what? So what if you did 90% of the damage to the guy? He needs to die. Obviously, that wasn't a case of somebody else doing 90%, but still, you know what? People were actively shooting at him, and the DD needed to die because he was on your home cap, denying you guys points. It's a 2v2 as far as the cap race, but you're equal ships, but because the Cossack was able to get on one of your caps, he denied you guys points for a little bit. Now, here's a big, bad, nasty Alabama. And, like I was trying to say in my Massachusetts game that I did not say, or did not finish my incoherent thought of, Alabama has great torpedo protection. If you can get hit on that torpedo belt, you'll be able to shrug and laugh off 90% of DDs torping you, and planes coming in just are going to be like, oh, that tickled. I do believe it is the second best torpedo belt in the game, and the best is, I believe, the Yamato. If I'm wrong, somebody will correct me in there, but I mean, just look at the damage that carrier did to him, and that is a lower tier carrier, that is a tier 6 carrier. It's minuscule. It's about the same amount of damage that maybe a little bit more, maybe a little less than what Mr. Alex here is doing. And for a battleship, that's not much. Now, what I love that he did was ignore the Bama, shoot the DD. Well, it is a double carrier gameplay. The DD has access to smoke, and the DD can do something a carrier cannot. Or, let me rephrase that. Something a carrier shouldn't do is Mr. Alex wisely chooses single launch torpedoes right at the nose of the Bama. Now you have to be wary of this because of damage saturation. The other thing is he's leaving the smoke early. Get out of Dodge. You don't want to be close for an American battleship. But what a DD should do and can do is get to those caps and cap things without really risking its ship per se, especially like this. Because the Graf Zeppelin moved up, his ship is kind of now at risk. There's York there. There's things can get it, but a destroyer will remain undetected and has access to smoke in case he does get spotted if he so chooses smoke. As Mr. Alex takes one heck of a hit in from the Alabama, but luckily for him, the Bama was smoking. I do believe the enemy brain fart. Brain fart there, guys. I do believe the friendly regional did get a flood on the guy, which made him use his DCP, which meant Mr. Alex's flood was able to stick and kill this guy. Now, now the York kindly jumps in on third cap to repay them for denying us points. Now, unfortunately, we lose the York, but we are still down points. Multiple, it could be because they got A first, the Cossack. This is some of the early game decisions that is allowing the enemy to remain on top. Now, there's one ship, and that ship is threatening your cap, and there's two carriers in this game. Guess what two CVs are going to do? They're going to go after the same target. Two carriers going after the same target usually means that guy's not going to have a fun day. Now, if these guys were able to cycle their planes the same, they'd be able to cross-torp this guy really easily and get his DCP out, or if, they bring bombers and take their turns just bombing them. But, the Lexington's got his attack planes there that can't start fires. Now, unlike with the Bama, I find this a wee bit riskier because the Leon has, 12 guns? It has a lot of guns, and he is sitting full broadside. And he is willing to shoot in the smoke. Now, while the Alabama only had 6 guns facing you, it really doesn't matter which one of these guys citadels you, your citadels could potentially be hurt. But this Leon has actually shown a need to shoot into smoke and is actually connected. It's just going to take a little bit of RNG, mainly luck. You could say skill, but it's really going to be luck because he's not targeting Mr. Alex. For one of these shells to come in on the Citadel, he has gotten hits, but luckily they've been just over pens on Mr. Alex. Now, Mr. Alex is doing the right thing. That BB is going to turn out. He's sending torpedoes on where he suspects the battleship is going to turn out. Guys are still losing. But because it's torp planes, De Leon wisely decides to get off cap. Now, of course, Mr. Alex had to leave his smoke, and because of the little juking he had to do from the friendly carriers, this guy might not have been able to keep his guns on target. Now, excellent torpedoes, high caliber, Kraken Unleashed. Now, the only thing that could potentially ruin your day is, I don't know, if the Nagato is rushing B cap to potentially delete you. Now, if you notice there, you see on the compass, his strong side AA is now facing the side of the carriers, because those are where the planes are coming in first. Now, let's just hope that Nagato does not want to come and engage you. Darn, he is. and you have 1 smoke left. But you do have 2 carriers, and these guys are cycling through their planes. One of them should be able to keep him spotted for you. Now let's hope this Nagato did not grow a huge set of brass balls, as my voice ironically hits a little high pitch there. Oh, sorry about that, guys, but my throat is getting a little bit dry because, like I said, I'm doing a bunch of recordings at once for you. Now, unfortunately, the Nagato says, screw you, I'm going forward. Now, the Nagato is well within assured detection if he shoots. He will be able to spot him if he shoots. So what Mr. Alex is doing is just letting his secondaries do the work. This is a do or die situation, guys. This is a we win the game, we lose the game situation. The carriers might not be able to kill this guy fast enough to where to where Mr. Alex's torpedoes will be able to kill this guy fast enough, or potentially put him on extremely low health to kill this guy. Mr. Alex says, you know what? I'm tired of playing this safely. Hold my beer, guys, and watch this. He's going for it, and Nagato says, oh, hold my beer, you say, huh? I'll have something to say about that. And unfortunately, he did not punish him enough, and you're not going to miss torps that close. Now, the only thing I would potentially say is if you're going to do that, you're not going to do that. You gotta click each time when you do single launch. So you might have been a little bit better off if you actually went to the widespread, and just launched them all at once. They all would have hit, especially with what you are doing. Now that little beeping noise, you may be thinking, oh look, class is dismissed. Wrong. Class has not been dismissed, Mr. Alex. Class is dismissed once the score says 1,000 or the time says 000. Are you going to be able to get that fifth kill? Ha ha ha, you already got it, dummy. Are you going to be able to get that 7th kill? Now, what would be going through my mind is, somebody kill one of our carriers. I need more points. Somebody, for the love of God, get me a time extension. I want that 7th kill. I'm being greedy. There's nothing wrong with being a little bit greedy, especially for what a heck of a good game by this. Doing everything you can to help the team, support the team, shooting the right things at the right time, knowing the situation fully at hand that he was in. With the Torpus, with the Bama, with the Nagato, with the destroyers. But these, I believe, are going to be his final shots coming up. And now we are just going to check out the post-battle results. What an excellent game, Mr. Alex. I hope everybody can take something away from this. This is a prime example of being calm in very intense situations. He may have been all sweaty hands. He may have had try-hard pants and shirt and shoes and try-hard everything on. But you can tell he remained calm because stayed in the smoke for the last second, knew when to use widespread, knew when to use single launch, knew to shoot at the DD, not the battleship. Played an extremely smart and intelligent game, and I hope you guys can take some of that away, that sometimes just remaining calm will help you through a very intense situation. We do appreciate all the support you guys do give us. We do love the replays you send in. The email for that is in the description down below. Please remember to compliment good teamwork, good team play. We are quick to report, slow to compliment. Please hit that like and subscribe button and have yourselves one heck of a great day.